Hey everybody, and welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Monday. Let's talk about the Epic Games Apple fight.
Kumite, Kumite. Yeah, it's two giant companies battling it out in a brawl over who gets to be on whose exclusive platform. But now we have a new giant company jumping into the squabble.
Microsoft! They've jumped into the ring with a steel chair to give Epic an assist.
By God, King, Microsoft's got a chair. This isn't right. Where's the referee?
Get out of there!
Yes, this truly is the Royal Rumble of giant tech company brawls. I can only assume that Apple has Tencent on speed dial to make it a true tag team match.
Yep.
Okay.
Enough wrestling metaphors, sorry. All right, now, if you guys haven't heard, Epic and Apple have been in a huge fight recently. It kicked off earlier this month when Apple pulled Epic's game Fortnite off the App Store, and them's was fighting words.
Let's see you build your own App Store, Epic. They may have already.
Yeah.
They do have a tendency to make storefronts.
Yeah. But yeah, Apple yanked Fortnite after Epic allowed players to buy V-Bucks directly from the developer instead of going through the App Store.
Oh no. Epic, did nobody tell you?
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Epic's move to sell V-Bucks directly to consumers was basically a deliberate move to protest that policy. Epic has also criticized the 30% cut that Valve takes off all PC game purchases on Steam. They even started a whole new game store to undercut Steam.
But yeah, Epic does have a history at this point of going after big established platforms. Anyway, after Apple pulled Fortnite, Epic immediately filed a lawsuit to block it. The real winners in all of this, the lawyers from very rich white shoe law firms.
Yeah, there you go. But then Apple took it about 20 steps further. They subsequently threatened to revoke...
An enormous leap.
Yeah.
One giant step for this trillion-dollar company. They subsequently threatened to revoke iOS support for the Unreal Engine, which of course is owned by Epic. That's huge because it will have an impact on all other games that use Epic's Unreal Engine on iOS.
Now, it's important to note that Apple hasn't actually blocked the Unreal Engine yet. They told Epic they'd do so later this week, on Friday, to be precise.
Oh no, Friday, it's D-Day. Epic is fighting back, you guys. They've asked a
Thank
court...
God.
Yes! They're not gonna take this line down.
Back up, Apple.
You're a bum. They've asked a court to stop Apple from doing that, from blocking the Unreal Engine, at least temporarily, while the larger case makes its way through court, which will probably take 100 years. So Epic said that taking support away for Unreal Engine, not cool because it punishes lots of other developers who aren't even involved. There's a lot of collateral damage here.
In a motion to the court, Epic's lawyers wrote, "The breadth of Apple's retaliation is itself an unlawful effort to maintain its monopoly and chill any action by others who might dare oppose Apple."
Oh.
I mean, that is probably true.
An unlawful effort to maintain its monopoly and chill.
Yo.
What's up?
Want to maintain our monopoly and chill?
And that is where the humble Microsoft got involved, because Unreal is one of the biggest engines in video games, and Microsoft said that it would be a huge calamity if Apple went through with its threat to block Epic's access to Apple's dev tools. God, they are getting biblical.
Yeah, Xbox boss Phil Spencer announced yesterday that you two kids better stop fighting in the back seat or he is going to pull this car over.
Yeah.
He's had enough. He said yesterday that Microsoft had filed a statement supporting Epic, at least as far as the Unreal Engine goes. He wrote, "Ensuring that Epic has access to the latest Apple technology is the right thing for gamer developers and gamers."
What's a gamer developer?
A double threat.
But we don't have like a cool sort of mashup word for it yet? Gamveloper?
Gumdove.
Gapers.
Gapers.
Oh, there you go.
As for what Microsoft actually filed in court, their statement comes from Kevin Gamble, Microsoft's general manager for gaming developer experiences.
Go off, King.
Yep.
Yes, Kevin. Yes, Kevin. Yes.
The hound dog.
The Gamble is loose.
Kevin the rabid dog Gamble.
He said that the Unreal Engine is critical technology for numerous game creators, including Microsoft. Whoa, Kevin, whoa!
They take him into court with one of those big chains around his neck.
Blocking Unreal Engine from iOS would put developers at a disadvantage, and he added that Microsoft would be required to choose between abandoning its customers and potential customers on the iOS and macOS platforms, or choosing a different game engine when preparing to develop new games. So Microsoft, also a client of Epic's.
Yeah.
Trading the same $1 million back and forth
Yep.
forever.
Oh, yeah.
Just snowballing back in each other's
Yep.
mouths. Over
That's
and
right.
over.
Yum, yum. Oh, God. Anyway. Of course, there are other game engines, but Gamel wrote that very few have as many features and functionality that Unreal does. So yeah, there's a reason why Unreal is so popular.
But you know what else is popular? A big old wiener. I don't know, guys. It's
Nice.
Monday. I didn't want to write an ad segue, so just coming out with it. This episode sponsored by Blue Chew.
Fellas, let's talk about something we could all use more of right now. Bangin'. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. You can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach, and since they're chewable, they work up to twice as fast as a pill, so you can be ready when the opportunity arises. Blue Chew is made in the USA. It's prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor or wait in line. It's even cheaper than a pharmacy. Bingo! And they prepare and ship it right to you in a discreet package. No awkwardness, and you don't need to leave the house. If you could benefit from more confidence where it counts, Blue Chew is the fast and easy way to enhance your performance. Right now we've got a special deal for our viewers. Visit BlueChew.com, get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code InsideGaming. You just pay the $5 shipping. Again, that is BlueChew.com. Promo code InsideGaming to try it free.
So back to the story, Microsoft wrote that if Unreal Engine disappears from iOS and macOS, that will present possible security issues for games already on the platforms. Gamel wrote, if the game engine can no longer develop updates that take advantage of new iOS or macOS features, fix software bugs, or patch security flaws, this will harm games that have already launched on iOS and macOS, and in turn harm gamers.
That's true. Games need to be constantly updated and patched, so you can see how that would be a huge problem. Nicholas Penwarden, Epic's vice president of engineering, they filed a declaration on Sunday saying that they received numerous inquiries and expressions of concern from companies who use Unreal Engine.
But yeah, there's a hearing scheduled for this afternoon, actually, on Epic's motion. Hopefully they don't decide something that makes this whole story completely out of date, because that would really suck. CNBC reached out to Apple and Microsoft for comment, didn't hear back. But in the past, Apple has been quoted as saying Epic is basically doing all this to itself. So stop hitting yourself, Epic.
CNBC quoted Apple as saying, the problem Epic has created for itself is one that can easily be remedied if they submit an update of their apps that reverts it to comply with the guidelines they agreed to and which apply to all developers.
Epic clap back.
Yes, Queen. One more side note, we found an interesting detail about this whole fight. Apparently it was set off by a very early morning email that Epic CEO Tim Sweeney sent to Apple CEO Tim Cook and other company leaders. According to court filings, on August 13th, Sweeney sent an email at 2:08 a.m.
Yes.
telling Apple leaders that they would start selling V-Bucks directly to iOS customers.
He chugged his 5th Diet Coke of the night and decided to go off.
He was getting himself fired up.
He was, because what did he write, Brian?
He wrote that Apple's position that its manufacture of a device gives it free rein to control, restrict, and tax commerce by consumers and creative expression by developers is repugnant to the principles of a free society. Woo! It's called freedom, Apple, and we're not going to pay your 30% tax to King George anymore.
You wouldn't understand because you're an Irish company, but over here in America.
This reminds me of an old, one time I was watching the Texas legislature like you do, and a lawmaker got up and he goes, "Speaker, I rise in defense of freedom for all Texans." It turns out he was against red light cameras.
That's like that Gary
The libertarian
Johnson
debate,
video,
yeah.
where it's like, where he says like, it might
best.
not be a bad idea to have some sort of test to drive a car, and everyone's like, boo! You, Gary!
What's next? A license to toast on your own damn toaster. Somebody said it!
He also added that if Apple chooses to take punitive action against Epic, then Epic will, regrettably, be in conflict with Apple on a multitude of fronts. Creative, technical, business, the Eastern, and legal, for so long as it takes to bring about change, if necessary, for many years.
So Sweeney has apparently been spoiling for a fight, or maybe it was just 2 a.m. and he decided that he was going to create a massive fight in the gaming industry and drag a million other developers into it. It is hard to say.
I mean, if you're a billionaire and you're not busy getting into truly nefarious, despicable I think this is what you do, is you're just so bored, because you can afford anything.
I mean, Epic's not perfect, but the fact that antitrust action is being talked about by anyone, especially like another big company, is pretty drastic here in America.
So we'll see what the courts decide, most immediately whether they grant Epic's request to keep Unreal Engine on iOS while this court fight plays out.
Yeah, this will make the development of Cyberpunk look like a 2-week affair. Who do we root for? The answer is no one.
Whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah, if you haven't been paying attention, Epic and Apple have basically declared global thermonuclear war on each other. Earlier this month, Apple pulled Epic's crown jewel, Fortnite, off the App Store after Epic allowed players to buy V-Bucks directly from the developer instead of going through the App Store.
Black market V-Bucks.